Greetings and peace to you. I hope you're well and in good health, of a sober mind, and in spiritual equilibrium. We now continue Imitation of Mary, chapter 5. We must give ourselves to God while on earth. Listen, my daughters, with care to what I shall say to you. Forget your people and your father's house. Psalm 45:11. And you shall win the heart of the king which you have touched. That king is your God. During her life on earth, Mary listened to the voice of God that called her into solitude. From her earliest years, she left her father's house and consecrated herself to God in the temple. Nothing could hold her back, not youthfulness, nor bodily weakness, nor love of parents. Everything that delays the sacrifice of a heart which seeks and loves God alone afflicts that heart, for it also delays its happiness. Once she became an inhabitant of the temple, Mary fulfilled, in the most perfect way possible, the duties that were entrusted to her in accordance with her age and strength. She devoted to prayer and meditation the time left to her. That is how she prepared herself for the very special graces God was to give her. O daughter of heaven's King, how noble and splendid are the first steps you take. Here it indicates a biblical passage, SG, chapter 7, verse 2. But perhaps due to my insomnia and lack of sleep, I don't know what SG is supposed to stand for. Others will follow your example. In your train, countless virgins will joyfully consecrate themselves in the temple of the King of Kings. The offering they will make to the God of their youth, their heart, their freedom, their entire self, will be an act of perfect homage to His Majesty, and the homage will be a source of blessings which He shall heap upon them throughout their lives. What self-deception to think that the young are not capable of virtue. Mary and the saints have shown us how profitable it is for a man to have carried the yoke of the Lord from his very youth. Wisdom chapter 3, verse 27. Do we treat God as God when we give Him only the shabby remnants of a life that was given us that we might spend it wholly in His service? What kind of a sacrifice are we offering to God when we wait to commit ourselves to His service until, by worldly standards, we have neither strength nor means left? Do not wait until old age to give yourself to God. By that time we are exhausted from the world's yoke and have no strength left to carry God's yoke. You say you will give yourself to God when you are older, but when will that day come? And when it comes, will you succeed in turning to God as easily as you think? Experience teaches us that mature years bring knowledge, but not necessarily wisdom. Master, Master, open the door for us, as the foolish virgins from Matthew 25, verse 11 said. They cried, but they came too late and knocked on the door in vain. Experience teaches us that maturer years make us ready to enter the presence of the Supreme Judge, who asks an account of one's whole life. The man who does not consecrate to God the early years of his life may well fear that to punish him, God may allow his life to be long drawn out. My God, how many know you but do not love you? I should be inconsolable at the thought. But if I am easily consoled, can I at least say that I have at last begun to love you? If I were only a child once again, I would want my mind and heart, thoughts and affections, everything in me, to be given to you. Thank you for your great mercy in preserving my life while I spent it in offending you. I beg for your grace. May it help me to serve you until my dying breath, and to serve you all the more faithfully, as I have begun so late to be your servant. Thus ends the reading. May God bless you, may God love you, may God's peace be with you.